to roll out. Cause no man's alone, do what's right. Cause I love you. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah. It's better for us, yeah. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to let it roll out.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Mommy, remember you told me if I pass all my exams, you would buy me a brand new laptop computer, a cell phone, and a PlayStation 4? Well, here are the results.
Wow, son, you did great. But where can I find all these stuff at affordable prices?
Smart Electronics, Mommy. They have stuff for the entire machines, cell phones, tablets, refrigerators, TVs, blenders, irons, microwave ovens, Bluetooth speakers, and much, much more. And they are located at Port Zante opposite the food court.
Wow, but son, where did you get all these information?
My friend told me, and he also told me if you buy them somewhere else, they won't last.
Is that so?
Yes, Mommy, so I don't want you to buy them anywhere else but Smart Electronics.
Okay, son, get dressed. We're going down to Smart Electronics.
No need to go to St. Martin anymore. We have everything available right here in St. Kitts. And remember, we have only one store in St. Kitts, and we are located at Port Zante opposite the food court. Smart Electronics, way to live a smart life.
Summer is ending, but the deals are just beginning with the Quartz end of summer sale. Get up to 50% off your favorite items to include patio furnishings, pools, coolers, TVs, mattresses, and more. Plus, shop today with a ready finance and pay nothing for 60 days. Take advantage of these sizzling summer deals for a limited time only. Shop in store and online at shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home. Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your National Bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Attention all drivers, I'm begging you to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, down. Too many stuck drivers on the road, man. With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency? It's better late than never, so why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps.
Well, whether you're on the road or not, that statement is so true. You know, when you're rushing, things just I don't know. I guess it's Murphy's Law or something like that. But anyways, we're slowing it down, and we ain't going to bring that into the studio. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, DJ GQ.
Yes.
Good morning to all who listen locally, regionally, and internationally, I say good morning again. Welcome to this another edition of On the Road with DJ GQ on ZIZ.
Yes, ma'am.
GQ, I cannot start without thanking the Almighty and also ZIZ for, accommodating us here, the traffic department, to come and educate the public and disseminate information that we feel that they should have knowledge in relation to road safety. And if we have blockage, in fairness, we are now in an international world, and I believe that we should give people more timely information. If we know we're going to block Lozak Road, we shouldn't just block it today and then a man come down yesterday, he could have gone and you just see. Sometimes it will happen, but if you could give notice, I believe in giving advance notice to the public.
Right.
They're paying their taxes and the due respect.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to start off by saying thanking motorists for continue observing all of the protocols in relation to road safety. We're still impressing on the public service vehicles, especially the bus drivers, to maintain what you're doing, ensure that all of your passengers are wearing the mask. You can be at full capacity now. So, let us try and cooperate. We are in this fight together, and we want to see if we can win it. And I believe we will.
I like that mindset.
Yes, I got some information about vendors, those vendors at Partners Extension. And what happened is that some persons were complaining that your customers, when they're coming to do business, they're not pulling off onto the area of the grass, which the space is adequate that you can pull off to allow traffic to flow. So I just want to appeal to persons that, we're trying to see how best we can make things better for everybody. And I think up there is adequate, is big enough. The vendors are there, you can pull off properly, you can get a parking, you don't have to pay for it, and go and do your business. And you could check so many different areas there and get a variety of things. So we're asking the motorists, our customers of vendors, please to conform with other road users. Remember that they too have business to carry on. They want to get to and from where they're going, and it should be done without any obstruction. I also want to talk in relation to vehicles that are ending with 9 September. This is a good time for you to get your vehicles inspected. Make sure your insurance are up to date. And I like to remind people of this, that whenever you go to Inland Revenue with your inspection paper and your insurance to license your vehicle, please, whenever you get your decal and you return to your vehicle, please to put it on the opposite side of the driver's side, on the glass. And, because people are coming to the department and they say, I just bought my decal. I got my decal from Inland Revenue yesterday, and 2 days after they cannot find it. And, even though there is something in place that you can get a replacement sticker, you still have to go through some sort of investigation into it, because if that person found to be doing something like putting it on another vehicle, that person can be charged for fraudulent use of the sticker. So I just want to let persons know, we have had stats where persons have done that in the past, and it's a matter of educating you and discouraging you from, breaking the law. So I think that is important for me to speak about. Last week, we had a caller who would have mentioned that some of the pedestrian crossing on the west coast, on the western side of the island, that they were not in place. And he was correct. What happened is that we spoke about the resurfacing of the Island Main Road in that area, and we have to give it some time to cure before the painting can be done. So, caller, the bus driver, I want to say, yes, you're absolutely correct. Is when going out of the door, I remember, yes, there is no crossing I think it's from Bloody Point down to Sandy Point area. Right. Most of the schools will not be having any crossing until the next couple of weeks. However, there are crossing guards, there are traffic wardens that are in place And we are reminding our drivers that when you're driving in these areas, remember the school zones. You know, you're not supposed to be going, you know, even you could bring it down to 5 miles per hour. You know, you drive at a slow pace, your road condition, remember that, so that, you know, our children can get to school safely. And that is all we're appealing for our drivers when they're using the roads in the school zones. And in particular, generally, we want you to drive safely. We don't want any mishaps, any accidents. And that is what we are reminding you on. CPL, I must say that we work, the education department and the police, traffic department, we work closely together. So we are asking persons to, you know, cooperate with us. It's a team. we have one man can't do it on his own.
Yes.
So we work together, and we're appealing to all, the general public too. You're in the mix. Work with us. And I believe that we'll get it done. CPL, today is the last for the cricket at Warner Park, and again I want to commend the motorists. I think the way how they are observing the sign, yeah, it's high. I give them a 9 out of 10 right now.
Okay.
So I think that, you know, they're doing a good job. I want to commend the residents around the venue. Cannot go without telling them thank you. I think they did a good job in terms of, you know, assisting us. You know, we know that it's not easy. You have to come out in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, move your car and cater distance. And they do that religiously. So again, I want to say thanks to the residents who are living around the venue. Thanks for the cooperation thus far. In relation to, we will have a funeral at the Methodist Church that's on Seaton Street in Bastia. That street will be blocked today. It will be made a one-way. Traffic will not be allowed to go into that street off Victoria Road. You'll have to enter that street from Nevis Street. You cannot go into Seaton Street from Victoria Road. You cannot take the left because the funeral is there. They requested some permission to secure some some parking. So that area is kind of difficult. It's a small road, and it is advisable for us to just make it a one-way. So you can only come from west or east. You cannot go into that road. I think that I would have said a bit. I know that we are stretched for time because I think I've picked up that you have a lot of things, and the program would be a little short today. If we were mindful that we can, if you want to take a little break and we allow the callers to call in and just give the input, I will just leave it as an open program for today.
Sure, no problem, man. And of course, the number to call is 465-2555. That's 2555. And for those of you overseas, 718-577-2916. The lines are now open. Let's take our first call. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes.
This is the opening batsman.
Yes, man.
I just want to say congrats to the police and public works to do the work they do long, finish up, then put in the crossing. And I want to say good morning to one of we big star. May God give him strength and health. That's culture. You know, he had to call in first, but we are forcing him today because, you know, he had the weather.
Yes.
So, but God will give strength from one disability to the next. We are praying for him. Wherever he be or wherever he do, may God strengthen him and guide him for the rest of his life and make sure we hear well before the Lord take him. In Jesus' name, we love him. And I want to say happy birthday to my niece Delia down here in Newton, and my cousin in America. Happy birthday to everybody. The best one, GQ.
Yes, man.
Well packed.
Yes.
And we're going to one pack from today right now.
Yes.
So we one pack. Independence, my birthday on Saturday, GQ.
Yes, man, I know.
When you want to jump up, I'll jump up behind you. Love.
All right, my brother.
Thanks for that, caller.
Nice, man. Let's take this next call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Two things. You spoke about the vending on the Frigate Bay Road going across by Pons Pasture there.
Yes, sir.
And what appears to be the problem is that most of the persons who are vending there think that the best way to get a sale is to come out as far as possible to the side of the road so that people can see them. And so they leave little space. And what they can do, since the space is so wide, the traffic department or whoever can give instructions to them to set up further back, close to the bank,
Yes.
so as to leave sufficient room for anybody who wants to drive off.
Yes.
Because people tend to drive up to the side and don't pull off the road and want to reach the hand across and get things.
Certainly.
And that is what is causing the problem.
Yes, Carlo.
Okay, the second issue is at College Street Gut. There is a traffic warden that is stationed there at different points in the day, different traffic wardens. At rush hour, 12 o'clock and like 4 o'clock and so on, when traffic is heavy on Keon Street coming from the top of 4th Street traffic lights.
Yes.
It appears to me that that is the time when they use to stop traffic from Keon Street to allow traffic from College Street to come through. Some of them even going onto Keon Street, further causing blockage. I have spoken to them individually and explained to them that this is causing a problem because it is causing a bottleneck at the stoplight at 4th Street.
4th Street, yes, it will.
And that should not be the time to stop traffic from Keon Street. And it ends up with a lot of problems at that traffic light at 4th Street.
Okay, I can
So
monitor
I wanted
it,
to
yes.
draw it to your attention
Thanks for that.
so that you can think about it.
Yes.
And if you think that my perspective is reasonable, then you can take it on board.
Yes, sir. Yes, certainly. That's why we have this kind of program.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We do not know it by ourselves, so we try to interact with the public, and we're happy for that.
Thank you for your call. And let's take a next call. Good morning. You're live.
Yes, GQ, this is Jamlong here.
Jamlong.
Sergeant Emery.
Morning, sir.
Quickly, GQ.
Yes.
Where the caller speak about, he's all right. And one thing I got a problem with is Mr. Amory, is that the commissioner of police got to make all the wardens make them look like one, not some in white and some in blue. It ain't look good. People ain't respecting them in the white. They're doing as they like. And Pan Road, I think the girl with the cat, when you come down by the play field to turn east, I think she could go back for you. It's too much space. And that's causing a big problem because people coming to do business with them and parking up and traffic's so heavy on Pan Road. Go back to the Rasta man. Go back. Push back. I should go up there and let it learn. No, she could go back a little bit. Let her go back a little bit. Yes. That people coming down by the play field, they could see east and see the traffic.
Yes.
She blocking from the drivers them when they're coming down. And these people got to cooperate. Just like what happened down Port Zante yesterday, we want people to cooperate and understand what's going on.
Certainly.
And every day I'm going full, but things don't work. Give it a break. Have a good day, GQ.
Yeah, thanks
Get to
much,
jam down. Get to jam down. All right. Good morning. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Yes, go ahead.
Good morning. I am asking for you all to put a pedestrian crossing at the road at the Panspasha here. But the traffic is very fast.
We're in Panspasha, ma'am.
By Thomas Street.
Thomas Street.
You know, yes. The fellow have a little bar outside.
Yes. Okay, that's something.
I spoke to Donnelly some time ago, but then when we called him the next day to explain, we didn't get any answer. But I'm telling you, the traffic is very fast. A vehicle run off the road last Friday night about 1 o'clock, speeding to get home. And I'm sure they didn't call all you.
Thomas Street at Panspasha, okay, certainly. I'm taking notes with that, and we'll have to look at it.
Miss Speed got a little, should sell on the other side there. So you will find out.
Okay, Carl. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey. Nice.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm so glad to hear that the general public is cooperating, especially with the CPL, and then yesterday we had the cruise ship. So that is very good of the general public. And we know we are winding down the CPL. We had good weather, and I pray and hope that the Patriots pull off to the finals today. In relation to the main road, Mr. Amri,
yes,
I believe I am speaking for the general public. We are very impressed with the way the main road was done. Just some markings need to be done, but we understand they have to give the road some time. But I just want to wish the person from the traffic, as I said, it wasn't easy, especially with the CPL, but they put their best foot forward, and I think we should be proud of all the persons who were involved with the CPL. So I just want to wish everybody a good day. And before I leave, I want to wish my cousin, that's Lolo's daughter, Delia Jeffers. Today is her birthday. We're the best month as we all are aware of. Mine is coming up just behind so you know what time it is. So, I want to say good morning to Mr. Culture. I know he's listening somewhere, so I just want to wish him speedy recovery. May he get well, quick, so he can call back quick. Have a good day, gentlemen.
All right, you too, man. You too. Good morning, you're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, morning.
I just want to touch base on the same issue there with the gut. The partner done said most of what I wanted to say concerning the stoplight.
So you're in agreement with them then?
So I basically gonna just say we have our own problem because majority of vehicles that come down College Street gut basically come from the bypass road, whether it's Monkey Hill or Weir Hill. Sometimes we could use the initiative and novel, but this is 12 o'clock. If I go down the gut, I'm going to get tired.
Choose the road.
Choose another road because I could tell you, in thinking, there's so much road that leads to the same road. So, and we could do that. You're going to come down 4 o'clock, you know you're going to end up in problem, but you're still going to do it. So we are basically with one problem. So what I'm saying to you, if people was to use the initiative, you're coming from, say, the bypass road at Monkey Hill area. You could use Greenlands and come down.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming from Canary area. You use the other road. So we are with one problem. You Market Street, you must come down because you could use another alternative road.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
These are just basically to create the problem in the gut. And then the traffic warden basically trying to help out the situation. Then she going to end up tying upon because you got to realize between the gut and the stoplight, just roughly a couple yards away.
Mm-hmm.
So if she trying to help you, one can try.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically the problem there. But if people use their own initiative, this thing will be much easier.
Okay.
That's all.
Good. Good.
Yes, ma'am. Good.
Even though I would want to say that we have to respect each other's opinion,
Yep.
and he would have had a valid point. Yes, I am in agreement that we need to manage our routes properly. Now is a time where we need to start to decide if we're going point A, which area we are going to be driving based on the fact that we know we're likely to get past some congestion in traffic. So persons need to utilize the bypass road a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That is an area you can take east and west
Mm-hmm.
on each side of the city,
Yeah.
and utilize it a lot more. And I believe that things can get a little easier. But we respect all the callers. I don't want persons to feel like.
But I don't think he was attacking the gentleman's point of view. I think more or less he was helping it.
Yes.
Because his point still stands. Both
of them.
Yeah.
So.
Let's go back to the phone line. Yes. Good morning. You're live.
Yeah, good morning, GQ.
Yes, morning, sir.
Morning.
And also the police officer. I believe, I'm happy that somebody brought up that thing about the bypass road there. Let's say forget the road. Because just this morning, I was talking to somebody and they said they need to do something about the traffic there because people just park up on some of the back of the cars out in the street. They don't park properly, and some people want to just park as they like and then just walk a few feet from their vehicle to the person who doing the selling. So I'm happy that person brought it to the fore because just this morning, about 10 minutes before the program started, I was talking to somebody about it. About there, and they say they need to do something about the traffic there because it's becoming a problem. So I'm happy that they brought that to the fore. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks much.
All right, let's go to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning to Jockey and host.
Yes, morning.
Yeah, I'm calling to suggest something that I think is, need to be done and be considered very seriously. Now, there's a tire shop there in the gut, to Fort Thomas and Westbound.
Yes.
Okay. Now, coming down from Fort Thomas, I realize a number of accidents taking place there. I tried to another inspector attention back then.
Yes.
So, what I am suggesting is that you all put a stop right there at the end of Fort Thomas, and who reach first, go. Because up to a week ago, there was an accident there. And there's an accident there all the time because for some reason, the
building is constructed.
The flow coming from the best side go up, a number of vehicles just come and either disregarding the stop or not acknowledging that there's a stop. They are realizing a stop. And my suggestion is that you all put another stop right in Fort Thomas Road so to avoid somebody getting the death. Because I've seen it every day. People just come from the Bay Road, go straight up without realizing a stop there. So I want you all to consider it because in my traveling, I see stop and both four
in the junction.
Side,
In the
junction.
yeah.
I think
who eats first? Go.
I think I identified the voice, and college just yesterday we had a discussion about this because I think one of the officers who you would have spoken to recently, they brought it to our attention, and we said we have to really look at it seriously because it really makes some sense. And when we look at the building, we realize I drove there up to yesterday to check it myself, and we have some difficulty seeing the traffic coming out from the western side. So
You just about maybe a little over a month ago, I see a guy coming down on a cycle, and it's a good thing the guy was young and flexible, because a vehicle, a bus came out, and the guy, the guy, was so flexible. He jumped off the bike and slide right into the vehicle.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of things happening, and I just watch people every day just drive by. I say, oh my God, suppose somebody will come.
Well, this is something, as I said, I'm going to bring it to the table and see whether or not if the authority, my bosses are in agreement with it. And once it's something that would improve road safety, I believe we should put it in.
I would try to your attention because it needs to be done.
Yes.
Need to be done. I've seen which part people escape with their life with the vehicle.
Yes. Don't want us to wait and be reactive to, I don't want that at all.
So please consider it and ask the relevant authority to try and implement it and as soon as possible.
Thanks much, Carlo, for your input.
Attention.
All right.
Yes, Carlo.
All right. We're going to take these last two calls, and then we're going to wrap up the program.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, GQ. And let me just turn my stuff down.
Turn your radio down.
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
about that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I suggestion for the crossing pedestrian, that thing on Central College Street, and Kearn Street, where the traffic warden there usually stand. Right? Maybe I think the person there should probably work in tandem with the stop lights. When the stoplight is given go to east and west, maybe then she should be letting the traffic in at her end, at her side, and east and west also flow. And when it's when it stop that traffic, so that north and south could flow, then she also do it the same way over there because I don't think sometimes they'll be looking at the stoplights over at the top of 4th Street. So when they might be allowing traffic to go over at College Street, got opposite to what is happening over at 4th Street. So maybe that's why you probably have these lot of problem over there in the gut with the traffic at 4th Street. So maybe what she could do, because I think she can see the
light from there.
I'm saying she because usually is a woman who usually be there. You know, maybe she can see the light. You know, so instead of she could look at the light. If it's giving go, like I said, to east and west,
yes,
then you allow the traffic in her area there to flow the same way.
Yes.
And when it stop that traffic now, then you allow it to go the other way, north and south. Just a suggestion. I think probably that might work a little better.
Thanks.
All right.
So thanks for that.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, though, we have to wrap up the program here.
Yes, I understand.
You have a minute, sir?
Yes. I just want to say thanks again to all the callers. This is what we are looking for. This is a cooperation that we want to, interact with the public. This is time when we must, in order for us to get the job done, the public have to be involved. And we are 100% in favor of that. We have to listen. It is not everything that would have mentioned or suggestion that would have made that we can put in place. However, we have to look at the most serious ones and see how we can get them implemented. Because if there are real issues in relation to what is happening on the road, we ought to get it fixed. And as I said, I personally would like to make sure that the roads are safer, because I'm not going to be in this position all the time. And I believe that if I'm going to be out there, it's only fair for me to make sure that I put something proper in place. So that when I go out there, I'm not going to be complaining and saying, oh, this needs to be done. You had an opportunity where you didn't do it. So yes, again, I want to thank everybody. I think the program was a success, as per usual. Thanks, DJ GQ. I know that he had 2 tickets here waving, so seemed like he flagged everything. He well said.
Ready.
So ready. I want to wish the Patriots best of luck today. They have been performing well. Unfortunately, they have to work, so I don't think I'll be able to go to the park today. So I want to wish all who called in, as I said in the beginning, thanks again, and we're going to look through everything that was said. I took some notes. And thanks again, as I said, for facilitating us here.
You're most welcome, man. And let me invite you to listen to ZIZ while you're at work, so at least you can get some of the game.
I honestly love to hear the commentary team.
Yes.
It make me feel like I'm in the park.
Yes.
So these guys are very good. I want to big them up. Coming from us at the traffic department, we really enjoy the commentary team from that are bringing the cricket.
Yes.
So
all right, man. Yeah. One love. And this morning program coming up next is coming to your compliments on the Grange, and then right after that we're going to get into a quick chit chat, maybe about 10 minutes or so before we get into Skellig Power Talk. That's coming up at 9:30.